Hello, my friends. Hey, today we are doing a new stroll with Rosa. Yep, you do see me out here walking. I know quite a few have mentioned it. Well, today we're walking along the area of the golf course of East Hartford, right? I've sold a few homes in this neighborhood, and I want you to stay tuned because you will not believe some of the info that I'm going to share with you about this area. I mean, I can tell you, here in East Hartford, this is an absolutely beautiful area. It borders on the South Windsor line. Long Hill Street is the main area of this neighborhood. And as you can see behind me, this is the East Hartford Golf Course. They have an absolutely excellent restaurant there, right? Matt Corey, shout out to you, my friend, doing a great job over there. And they have memberships for the golf center. You can just come here and play. It's a public golf course. No issues, easy going, kind of an easy course if you're good at golf, right? Nothing's easy if you're not good at golf. But I wanted to highlight some of the homes and streets that are around this neighborhood, okay? We just walked by or strolled by Leverage Drive. So that's a street that I sold a few homes on. And actually I know a few people who live on there, and actually a couple of people who grew up on that street. Right behind me is the golf center, the One Wood Pub for the East Hartford Golf Club. As you can see behind me, it's absolutely a beautiful, beautiful layout. Schools are close by in this East Hartford Golf Course neighborhood of Long Hill Street. Right now we're actually strolling by Blackstone Lane, which is really made up of all single-family homes in this area. I don't think I know of any multi-family homes in this area. Beautiful, beautiful neighborhoods, which I think we'll take a turn down this neighborhood, Blackstone Lane. But as I was saying, there's quite a few different schools in the area. There's Woodland School, which I believe right now their focus is on special education, right? So that might be something that if you know someone that wants to move into a neighborhood or an area that they need special education for their children. Do have dogs over here, do have pets. And like I said, it's a neighborhood that's made up of single family homes. You see most of these homes are probably built in the 60s and 70s, 1960s, 1970s. They're very well kept. As we walk, you're going to see there's quite a few people that they're outside working on their home. Many of them, or some of them, have solar, right? Some of them don't. A lot of them are either colonials, raised ranches, or some split levels, right? And actually there's actually a few ranches in this area as well, and many of them have 2 or more garages, which is definitely good. So I did tell you, you have Langford School, you have Woodland School, right? And you have O'Brien School, which are all really close by. So one of the things that I wanted to share with you, as you can see as we take this stroll through the East Hartford Golf Course area, is some of the data, which you're not going to believe. So right now, there's only one home within a mile of here within the East Hartford Golf Course. All right, and that home does need a little bit of work. It's been on the market for a little while, right? But it's only listed for $215,000. So when we talk about, oh my gosh, Rob, there's no homes on the market, well, that might be one few, but just remember, it's priced accordingly for the work that's needed to be done for it. So that's something that you're going to want to make sure that you understand. Hey, listen, all right, so we do have one home on the market in this neighborhood, but it's listed for $215,000. It does. But right now, we also have 7 homes in this East Hartford Golf Course area within a mile of the golf course that are currently under contract. So homes are selling, and I can tell you that I promise you, my friend, homes are selling. So homes are selling, and I can tell you that I promise you, my friend, homes are selling. You want to be able to buy a home in this neighborhood, because it's probably not going to happen if you're not prepared. If you think you're going to go look at homes and then wait to get financing in place, it's probably going to be too late, my friends. And look at some of these homes, right? How beautiful they are. Very, very well kept, right? And so this neighborhood is what's nice about it, like I said, it's on the South Windsor border. It's very quiet. I mean, you know, when we're on the street for the golf course, of course it's a little busy, but these neighborhoods and streets like Leverage Drive, Blackstone Lane, Pazenti Lane, Alps Drive, Gorman Place, they're all very quiet streets. Very nice neighborhood to live in. So we were talking about PPF. What's the second P? Well, we said prepared is the first one. The second one is patient. P for patient. If you are not prepared is the first one. The second one is patient. P for patient. If you are not, while they might be looking at other offers, they might not be ready just to take your offer. So please be patient. We're going to get you the info back as soon as we hear back from the seller. Now, if you look over here, we're kind of behind me here as I walk backwards. We're going on an uphill climb, right? Just a little bit, nothing huge. So as you stroll with Rosa, you're going to hear me once in a while have a little bit of a heavier breath, because once we go on these hills, you know, we're burning those extra calories, and sometimes we got to breathe a little bit heavier, you know. And so the last one for PPF is flexible, right? If you think you're going to make an offer and get it accepted really easily just based upon your terms, well, it's probably not going to happen, because most of the time you're going to have to give a little bit more, compromise a little bit more as a buyer in today's world. Be flexible. It might mean paying a higher price, straightforward. It might mean giving a higher down payment. It might mean giving the seller some free rent. Who knows what to say? Let me do a little flip here of the camera, my friends. Is that this is actually a cul-de-sac at one time, right? So back in the days when they built this neighborhood, it actually stopped right here. Here was a cul-de-sac, and then they came along and built Gorman Place, right? And so as we're walking through this neighborhood, right, we can see that you do have sidewalks, which are very, very nice. The yards are well kept. The lawns are manicured, right? And it's just such a nice, relaxing area. You're right from here. You're probably a 6-minute walk, not even, to the East Hartford Golf Course, as we showed you, which we're going to get back there in a few minutes. Right, the East Hartford Golf Course is really, really close by. It's tech, which we're going to get back there in a few minutes. Right, the East Hartford Golf Course is really, really close by. It's tech on a Sunday morning, and the menu is excellent. All right, so we talked about it going for $215,000, which seems like an absolute steal, but it's a home that needs some work, so it's priced accordingly. Right here on the end of Gorman Place, right, is another cul-de-sac. So you see, we just walked right here. We walked through 2 cul-de-sacs, and look at how beautiful these trees are. That's one thing that I always loved about this older neighborhood, and it's really not that old. I mean, these houses were built in the 70s, but they kept a lot of the trees up, right? So you have so much beautiful natural shade, which is so relaxing on some of these hot summer days. All right. Well, let's talk about this data that you might not believe. So some of this data that you might not believe, let's talk about, well, what is actually sold. So within a half a mile from where we are right now, the highest priced sold home is $555,000. And again, and that was in the last 90 days. I can tell you that that was a home that was in beautiful, beautiful condition, had all the amenities, all the features that anybody would want, close by the golf course, right? And ready, of course, to just move right in. The lowest priced sold home was $235,000, okay? With an average of $332,889 in this neighborhood that is within a mile from the East Hartford Golf Course and has sold within the last 90 days. So again, if you want to know, well, what has sold over here, we're talking about an average of the last 90 days, $332,000, $889. Now, when we talk about days on market, hey Rob, how long are the homes staying on the market? Well, the high was 103 days. That, my friends, I can tell you here in 2024 is not typical at all. Right, most of the homes that have been selling are not typical at all. Right, most of the homes that have been selling are 17 days. So if you're looking to sell a home in this area, you're probably talking about an average, right, of 17 days on the market. And what that means is that's from when you put it on the market, you know, meaning like on the multiple listing service, until you put it as closed. That they ask me, well, Rob, I'm looking to put a home on the, looking to put an offer on a home that's on the market, right? How much should I put it for? Well, you know, of course, we can do a buyer analysis for you, but I can just tell you very, very straightforward, right, as we stroll through this neighborhood, stroll with Rosa, that it really depends about how bad you want the home. Now you can see here, as we're strolling along, it's an enjoyable walk, but there's a little incline, so there goes my voice a little bit again, all right? Lots of fun, burning those calories as we walk through the neighborhood. So the average days on market, 17 in this area. But we were talking about, well, what should I make an offer for? Well, the high of the homes that have sold in the last 90 days here in this East Hartford Golf Course area is 111%. In this East Hartford Golf Course area is 111% is 111% of the list price. So the sales price was or is 111%. So the sales price was or is 111% over the last 90 days. That was the high, 111. So right now, if you have an average home in this area, right, and you're coming up and you want to go by the averages, you're talking about paying 4% more than the asking price. That's the average. If this home has more amenities, more features than the average home, then you're probably going to be much closer to that 11% mark. All right, so that's something that you want to be aware of. All right. Well, I got a little bit more data for you as we're strolling through this neighborhood. You know what's really nice about this street right here? As we're strolling through this neighborhood, you know what's really nice about this street right here? Long Hill Street. So we can show a nature walk down the road here. So a nature walk down the road here. So a nature walk down the road here. That's the One Wood Pub and the golf center. Excellent food. Matt Corey, he's actually also. We're right on the corner of Blackstone Lane and Long Hill Street. I've actually sold a couple of homes in this neighborhood, right? And that might be a friend of mine right down there mowing his lawn. Okay, but you can see here they're all beautiful, well kept single family homes. To my right here is the golf course. Very quiet, nice, enjoyable. Like I said, there's the jogging trails, which we're kind of heading down there right now. Okay, there's the nature walk, which we're heading there right now. All right, so let's talk about, again, within 1 mile of this, the East Hartford Golf Course, this neighborhood, what are the prices per square foot that people are selling homes for? Okay, so the prices per square foot, the highest price per square foot in the last 90 days is $359.46 per square foot. I always think that that's an amazing number to look at, you know, price per square foot, because you look down in your home and you say, every single one of those square feet, how much are they going for? So we're talking $359.46 per square foot. That's a good friend of mine. That's Sully over there. Some of you watching this video, you might know him. He's an awesome guy, right? Mowing his lawn, keeping the neighborhood value up. Mowing his lawn, keeping the neighborhood value up. Hey, my friend, I got you on a live video over here. On keeping the neighborhood value up. Hey, my friend, I got you on a live video over here. Right across from the, there you go, Sully. Right across from the East Hartford Golf Course. So the highest price per cents per square foot. The low, which we know, hey, some of these homes, they need some work, right? Some of these homes are absolutely beautiful though. You know, like for instance, this one has a porch balcony on the front, which is awesome, right? So the low, $159.45 per square foot, right? And the average, if you're looking to get the latest and greatest info on price per square foot, $230.37. So really, you know, that's kind of in line with what's going on in the neighborhood, and kind of in line really with some nice towns or nice areas here. $230 per square foot, which for some people, you know, if you're a metro person, kind of like New York, Boston, Washington, D.C., you might be thinking, wow. You know, if you're a metro person, kind of like New York, Boston, Washington, D.C., you might be thinking, wow. So it's well insulated if that's kind of the neighborhood that you like to live in. As we take this stroll, we're kind of getting closer to the nature's jogging trail, right? There's a couple of friends of mine that used to live over here come and pick me up in their Nova. You know who you are, Mr. Pat, right? Patrick, great people. You know, this is about 2 miles of where I grew up, give or take. Definitely my neighborhood was much different than this here in East Hartford. But you know, as you can see, East Hartford, Connecticut has some beautiful, beautiful neighborhoods, beautiful areas. In fact, right here You can see I'm showing you across the street. There's are available that someone, I mean, they're not for sale right now, but they have been for sale in the past for people to build on. Right? And there's some older farmhouses too, which are really, really beautiful, that have been around for a couple of 100 years. Right? And even we're coming up on one where there's a beautiful barn in the back. And some of these houses, I mean, they have central air, some of them, they have pools, in-ground pools, gorgeous homes. And one of the beautiful things about this is that you're not too far from where, you know, if you want to get on the highway quick, or you need to get to downtown Hartford quick, you're not too far, right? Or you need to get to downtown Hartford quick, you're not too far, right? From right? And there's even some contemporary homes in the area. I mean, like I said, most of them, and you know, this is an interesting home made out of stone, but most of them are the colonial type. Most of these homes to my right here, they there's a little dog over there. Oh, right, we gotta be careful. Oh, he's coming out there, but he's on the leash. Right. Right. So most of these homes to the right, their backyard is the nature trail. Over here, to my left, you see this is the corner of Long Hill Street and Andover Road. Right, I had a friend who lived over there, and he used to have a go-kart. And man, when I was in middle school and I was 12 years old, boy, was I jealous, because I'm like, man, he's got a go-kart. He can ride wherever he wants to go. I thought that was pretty cool. But you see here to my right, he can ride wherever he wants to go. I thought that was pretty cool. But you see here to my right, a home has kind of that, it's, you know, wood shingles, has that Victorian look, right? Absolutely beautiful home. So I think we'll stroll down here just a little bit more. I gave you all the data on the area. So of course, if you need to know more data, you know, what home is actually for sale, there's only one home for sale within a mile of the golf course, or you want to know which homes, how much they're selling for, what the price range is, you can definitely reach out to me. Let me know. I have the data. I'm able to show it to you every step of the way. So we're gonna walk down here just for a couple of minutes, right? Over here to Long Hill Street. Like I said, this is about right here. We were like a 3-4 minute walk from the golf course, maybe a little bit longer. This is actually the house that my friend used to live at. That was a cool house, right? We're gonna walk down here just a minute or two, down the nature walk. All right, we'll do a little stroll down the nature walk. Hey, Mary, Sasso, Chuck, Jasper, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're enjoying the Stroll with Rosa. This is the East Hartford Golf Course edition. And we're just spending a little bit of time walking around the streets and the homes and the neighborhoods, or the neighborhood around the East Hartford Golf Course. At this point right now, we are, hey William, thank you so much for joining us. We are walking down the East Hartford Nature Walk. All right. And it just feels and seems so quiet and relaxing. And there's a little rabbit that just ran over there. I don't know if you can see him right across that gate. All right. Little rabbit over here. Hey, bud. How's it going? Oh, you just hopped right in the woods. Again, I hope you're enjoying the Stroll with Rosa down the East Hartford Nature Walk. We're gonna see, maybe, who knows, maybe we'll see some animals over here. I don't know. You know, if you know me, I'm gonna be pretty much ready to run pretty quick. So I don't know how far down I'm gonna go. I might just go down about a half a mile here just to kind of show you a little bit more. You know, a lot of people might say, what are you talking about, Rob? That's not East Hartford. Well, yes it is, my friends. This is the neighborhood along the golf course area. All right. What an enjoyable day though. It's absolutely gorgeous. Right? All this, whether you like to go hiking or whether you like to go jogging, right? This is all for you. And you can see right here, the orange trail starts here. Well, I'm not going down the orange trail, but if that's something you're into, right, you might want to go down the orange trail. Who knows what animals are in here. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of different sounds, and it seems to be a little bit of thick woods, right? But if you like privacy, you know, if you like to just relax with nature, then why not take a walk? Why not take a drive over to the East Hartford Nature Trail? See the neighborhoods. If you see a house that may be online, or you want me to send you homes that are come up for sale in this neighborhood, in this area, all you got to do is let me know. You see, I just pulled up a stick here. So this is supposed to be my protection, right? If something was to bother me here in these woods, right? This is gonna be my protection. Just so you know. You might be the last person to ever see me. Who knows? Looks like a swampy area a little bit over there. I just came back from a little trip to Florida. So when I think about those swampy areas, I'm thinking about alligators. I know there's no alligators over here, but who knows if there's a bear or something else around. You know, we actually had, probably like a mile and a half from here, we actually had a mountain cat sighting a few months back, right? Hey Danny, thank you so much for joining us. Spirited, appreciate you joining us. All right, but how beautiful. All right, well, I think we got a good idea. All right, we got a good idea of this nature trail. I think I'm hearing some frogs, some toads. Hey Linda, thank you so much for joining us. Right now what we're doing is we're taking a stroll down the nature walk here in East Hartford, Connecticut. This area is right towards the border of South Windsor. We're looking at homes and prices. We discussed a bunch of info as far as homes that are within a mile from the golf course. And look at here. Here's where the blue trail starts, my friend. So if you're that person, and you can see way down there, there's some markings on some trees with the blue. If you're that person that you like to do some hiking, you like to be in nature and relax, look at the little brook over here. Right, isn't that nice, relaxing? You know, maybe you have a dog. Maybe you have one of those big dogs, you want to bring him for a walk, right? This is probably a perfect opportunity. Just got to be careful of Lyme ticks, because that Lyme disease can get kind of rough on people. Barbara, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, you know, with anything, if you like what you see, if you're enjoying the stroll with Rosa along the East Hartford Golf Course area, your likes, your shares are definitely welcome. If you have more info or want to give info or you need info, all you need to do is reach out. Once again, here's that orange trail sign. Okay. I think there's actually a third trail down there as well. We didn't go down that far. Right. Hey, Gomez, thank you so much for joining us. Right. So we're going to get back to reality here, and we're going to get back out into this neighborhood on Long Hill Street in East Hartford, Connecticut. Oh, there's a little rabbit right there. There's a little guy. Hey, bud. Oh, he jumped in there pretty darn quick, huh? Those rabbits are fast. But as you can see, all these homes, you know, their backyard is the nature trail. So it's really, really nice if you like to have that privacy, right? If you like to not have to worry about people behind you, which I kind of like that. I'm that person. I guess I don't need my protection anymore, huh? Guess I'm okay without it. I'll throw that in the woods. Let's just wait till we get out over here. One of the other neighborhoods that's close by, which I'll probably be reviewing and discussing with people, we'll do an episode on it, are the college streets here in East Hartford. And those homes mostly raised ranches, some ranches. My parents actually own a ranch in that area. Those are beautiful homes as well, single family neighborhood that were built in the late 50s and early 60s. All right, thank you so much for your likes. So I'll be sharing that as well. You know, as you can see on this stroll with Rosa, you know, we're gonna burn those calories, my friend. We're going to get out there and get these steps in. All right, we're gonna get out here and get these steps in. We're gonna have a good time doing it though. All right, we're gonna get to know a little bit more about these neighborhoods. So just right across the street, once again, here we are, we're back on Long Hill Street, right? And right across the street here, you can see here's the sign. I know it's backwards now, Nature Park. And this street over here, which is an absolutely gorgeous neighborhood, you know, this is all part of the same neighborhood. Right here I am on the corner of Long Hill Street and Purdue Lane. Right, who doesn't want to live on a street called Purdue Lane? I think so far I'm about 6,000 steps, which is pretty good, but I need to get to 10,000 steps today. So I'll definitely get there before you know it. As a focus, this is the Stroll with Rosa, East Hartford Golf Course neighborhood. Beautiful home behind me has that Victorian feel, right? Has the wood shingles, front porch, gorgeous front door, right? Octagon front porch there, which is really nice, that front corner. So what we have though is we have to my left, right, we have all these homes there as part of the East Hartford Golf Course neighborhood, that behind them is the nature, is either the nature walk, or as we walk down a little bit further is the golf course, right? And then to my right, okay, we have a few different neighborhoods and streets off of Long Hill Street, like Purdue Lane, like Andover Road, like Blackstone Lane, right? Like Leverage Drive. And these are all neighborhoods behind me of single family homes that are usually very well kept, have a lot of the amenities and so forth that you want. And so just to kind of go over some of the basic numbers, once again, is where there's only one house on the market within a mile of the East Hartford Golf Course. Okay? And it's listed for $215,000, but I know this home is smaller and needs a lot of work, because the average home that sells in this neighborhood in the past 90 days is $332,889. Now you're noticing, once again, it's getting a little bit noisier because we're coming up on the golf course, right? But even on a street that's a little bit busy, it's so beautiful, right? It's still relaxing. There's not very many problems here or crime here that I know of. And it's just so relaxing. I mean, just to be able, this house here, just to be able to relax, gorgeous home, and to be able to sit on a front porch. It's just the way to go, especially on a holiday weekend like today, right? And then to the left of this home, as we're strolling along, getting our steps in, right? These are buildable lots. I believe there's about 4 of them. I don't know if any of them are specifically available right now. I know they were on the market for a while. I have not looked recently, but there's still availability to build over here, which is kind of interesting. All right. So, my friends, I hope you enjoyed our episode of Stroll with Rosa, the East Hartford Golf Course area. Of course, if you have any questions, need me for anything, please reach out, let me know. I definitely wish you an absolutely amazing day. Hopefully things are going great for you, and if not, just change it. Make things go great for you. Say your prayers, change your attitude, change your mindset, and only you can make that happen, my friends. So God bless you. I wish you the best. This is Rob Rosa. Hopefully your favorite real estate broker. Signing out. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.